Beautiful collective. Welcome back. Let's get into your love messages. This is them back then. Okay, collective. The person on the collective's mind. What was going through their head back then when they messed up here, Spirit? What was going through their mind? What was their opinion? This is normal behavior for me. Everyone lets me get away with it. Narcissism. Fear. They were feeling like they lost control around you. They felt like their advances weren't reciprocated, felt like you rejected them. Rejection. Something you said or did made them feel rejected. I felt like you would only end up hurting me in the end, and I didn't want to risk getting hurt. So, because they felt like they lost control around you somehow, they were narcissistic, and it's normal behavior for them, and everyone lets them get away with it. So, except for you. And you may have called them out on something, and they felt rejected. They didn't like what they heard. You're really someone different from my usual type. They found it hard to read you. I couldn't find the right words to say to you that you wanted to hear. So this, because they never met anyone like you. Everyone else let them get away with it, but not you. Let's go, collective. These are their feelings now. How have their feelings changed? What has changed with this person's feelings towards a collective? What has changed? They ran from you and this connection because it was too intense. I couldn't handle how I was feeling at the time. I was not ready for a love like this because you were different than anyone they met. I really still wonder if you think about me the way I'm still thinking about you. I'm in pain right now, and I miss you, and I know I need to heal. I have a lot of insecurities that are holding me back from reaching out to you. They're saying they're working on themselves to become more confident. I've made so many mistakes in the past, and I'm trying now to fix them. Don't take this personally. It's me that's the problem. Well. I didn't see the truth about this connection for a long time. I was blindfolded. Now I'm finally realizing it's you. It's always been you. You are the one. Being together with you means hurting other people. I'm not ready to deal with those consequences. I want you to move on with your life because I just don't know when I'll be ready for you. And I don't expect you to wait. I want you to be happy. I am awakening to the spiritual connection. Everything is starting to make sense. I feel relieved and excited for what is to come. I know in my heart that someday, somehow, we will be together again. I am constantly dreaming and thinking about you. You're everywhere and always there. It's like you put a spell on me. This is all so strange. So this scared this person. They're not used to anyone like you. They aren't used to anyone's energy like yours. Everyone used to let them get away with whatever they used to get away with. Of course, you are the Empress. And they still love you. They do. But they were blind to it. They were blindfolded. Maybe like being selfish, arrogant, looking for greener grass. This is them. Maybe they were emotionally manipulated. Maybe they friend zoned you. They wanted a life of adventure, flirtation, talking to others, blocking you. It's like they like the control, and they were a narcissist. I'm sorry. They know you love them. And it's like maybe they like getting a lot of attention, and maybe they ghosted you or you had to ghost them. It's like they know they need to heal. They're going through a lot, King of Wands, going through a lot of pain right now, dealing with a lot of insecurities, jealousies, fears, fearing this relationship. They don't understand it. It's like they got trust issues, they got fears, they got insecurities, they got jealousy issues, and they know they got to heal. It's the truth. Through all their options, they know you are the one. But they were hiding their feelings toward you. This person has baggage to deal with. It's true. They feel stuck. They could be awakening to this connection. They could be awakening toward this union. They're off balance. They need to get into balance. They're going through an awakening. They are they're fighting and arguing, or they're struggling here with this. They're in a karmic relationship that's very unstable. There's a lot of frustration, resentments, and anger. Maybe that they were carrying this baggage into your relationship. This person is slowly doing the work here, trying to work up their bravery, their courage. Maybe they're going to counseling. Maybe they are learning. I don't know. It's like they pushed you away, is what they did. They got a lot of mental stress here going on. They got a lot of mental issues going on here, like emotional or mental thoughts, dark thoughts, sabotaging patterns. Like, oh my God, this person knows who you are. They're awakening to what this connection is. Oh my Lord. Ten of Pentacles, Lovers, High Priestess, Four of Wands. They really hurt you. And it's like they fear rejection. They fear that you would reject them. Or you said something that you might have rejected their advances. They feel like they lose control when they're around you. They felt their advances weren't reciprocated. Something you said made me feel rejected. They feel rejected. They feel like you rejected their advances, and it put them in their head because they can't get away with this stuff that they've been used to getting away with everyone else. You may have called them out. You may have told them, look, I want a commitment. I want a long-term relationship. I, I I want you to put me as a priority. I'm not going to put up with you juggling me. Whatever you told them. It's like they were running. Maybe you told them, I want a commitment. You got to commit. Maybe they ran. Maybe you weren't going to put up with them. Maybe it's finances. It's like they do miss you. They want to do beginning with you. It's like they could have repeated a cycle, or it's like they really saw you as their happiness. But I think that this person was hurting when you met them. I think that they were damaged when you met them. I think that this person, they may have feared rejection. They may fear abandonment. They may fear that. It's like something that you said hurt them. They are thinking about you. They are watching you. And something you said made them sad. Or you may have embarrassed them. Like, it's something you said. It may have embarrassed them. Something you said made them sad. And it could have been that you just called them out. It could have been because you called them out. You may have called them a fool. Or you could have said, I'm not foolish. I know what you're doing. Or you could have said, it's because you rejected their advances. It's like this person may have tried to talk to you. This person may have tried to reach out to you. And maybe you were treating them like they were treating you. Or maybe you said, oh, you could have actually said, I'm not going to let you breadcrumb me. I'm not letting you get away with the way you've been getting away with things with other people. they got embarrassed. It's something you said. It's like, see, they were being narcissistic, and they didn't expect you to call them out on something. Everyone else let them get away with it. Everyone else did but you. And when you said that something to this person, it's like maybe they offered to come see you, or maybe they offered to, like, what it really was, you called them out on the truth, but they didn't like it. Like, you were being honest, and you may not have said anything that cruel. You may not have said anything that cruel or anything like that, but you may have just been honest with them. And you may have told them, well, why do you want to bother with me now? Or what do you think, I'm foolish? Like, you don't know? You think I don't know what you're doing? Or you may have said something along those lines, or I'm not going to let you breadcrumb me, or I'm not going to let you treat me like you've been treating everyone else, or you called them out on something and they got embarrassed. It's almost like, because you called them out on something, and they pouted. They were crying over spilt milk. They pouted. They're like, oh, well, you might have said, knock it off. We're either going to have a commitment here or we're not. And they got insulted by it, or they got sad about it. It's like they were crying over spilt milk. It's like, you could have called them what they deserve to be called, just literally. Hey, you might have treated your exes like that, but you're not treating me like that. You might have said something direct, or like, they were being a narcissist and it was normal behavior for them. Most allowed them to get away with it. They're saying most people allow me to get away with it. But they couldn't get away with it with you. You didn't buy their bullshit. Or maybe you just said, I'm not going to let you breadcrumb me. I'm not settling for crumbs. This is what I want. I want this, and that's the way it is. I think you bruised their ego. All right? That's what I think you did. It's because you called them out on something. And then they felt like they may have tried to make an attempt with you to offer you some trinket or offer you something, but you said not interested, or you could have said not enough, not good enough. You could have said, they know it's their fault. But they were crying over spilt milk. They really were. What you said was honest. What you said was the truth. And the truth hurt them. I think this person acted like a big baby. I'm sorry, but I do. And I'm not trying to cheap shot them, but from what the cards are saying, what you said to them needed to be said. You might have said something like, not interested. You could have said, well, they didn't. They made you wait. They were treating you like you didn't even count, like you were their last priority, or they kept putting you on the back burner. Like, and then wondering why you're getting mad, wondering why would get mad at them. Like, they were putting you on the back burner, treating you as the last priority, not spending time with you, picking and choosing when they talk to you, picking and choosing. And I could see you getting frustrated at them, and I could see you getting angry at them. And you may have called them out on it. I'm not saying you was yelling at them. I'm not saying anything like that. What you told them was the truth, and the truth hurt. They needed to hear it. See, everyone else let them get away with that. Maybe it's lying. Maybe it's not having to show up for anybody except for when they felt like it. I don't know. I wasn't getting what I wanted from you, so I went to someone else. They were being immature. You could have called them immature, and that might have offended them. This person, they're not used to people telling them the truth and talking the truth to them. Everyone let them get away with whatever behaviors, whatever that they were doing. Everyone else let them get away with it. And you called them on something and they didn't like it. Because they were being a narcissist. Maybe you called them a narcissist. I don't know. But they were being narcissistic. Now, this person cried, but that was their ego. It was their ego. Because what you said was honest and what you said was the truth, and you were silent for a long time. And you were patient for a long time, and they figured they was going to get away with whatever they got away with. Not with you. They never met anyone like you. They've never met anyone like you who would call them out and be honest with them. You were trying to help this person, so I think whatever you said to them was not said out of haste or not said out of vindictiveness, but it was said out of look. I am honest with you. You have to be honest with me. I'm not going to let you treat me like this. I'm not going to let you breadcrumb me. I'm not letting you put me on the back burner. It embarrassed them. And then they distanced themselves. And then they tried to come at you again. And it's like you may have said, like they want to get away with one word answers or something. They were trying to get away with like one word answers or short phrases or just one liners to you. And you said, look, don't bother. I don't need your breadcrumbs. And that offended them. It did. But they were crying over spilt milk because nobody had ever stood up to them. Nobody had ever told them like that, or nobody ever treated them like that. They were always maybe, giving them what they wanted to hear. Like they said, I wasn't getting what I needed from you, so I got it from someone else. Well, maybe they brought the Queen of Sword energy out in you. You were the Queen of Cups. They brought that Queen of Sword energy out into you. So for someone to be in the Queen of Sword energy, um, and you were the Queen of Cup energy, they did a lot of things to hurt you, to make you turn into that Queen of Sword energy. Just saying. But it's honestly because you called them out on something that nobody ever has. Take care. Good luck.